All right, so it is the day before Easter here, and I am super excited because tomorrow is Easter, and not only that, we get to baptize people here at our space, which we haven't really been able to do regularly because of the cost of a baptismal. However, we have formulated a budget-friendly baptismal that you can do yourself with a very limited budget and have high quality results. Now, I can't wait to show you, so let's dive in and I'll show you what we got going on. So I am actually up at the tank now. So it's just a galvanized water tank that you would get at your local farm and home store. And it is a 3x2x8 tank. So we have it filled up with probably about 200 gallons of water. And then I have a couple heaters and a pump running to circulate the water. And most importantly, I have a floating rubber ducky that has a thermometer on it. And then there's a couple other components that you're gonna need to get this going. And one is a non-slip mat for the bottom. So when people step in, they don't slip and fall. And then they need a way to get in and out. So I have a couple of cinder blocks on the inside and a 2-tier step stool on the outside that you can just put up against the tank and they can get in and out very easily with that. I will leave links to everything down below to show you everything that we had, and then at the end I will give you a cost breakdown. So one thing, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this little video, but I tried using these little sticky non-slip pads for this baptismal. However, they do not stick, so do not do that. I tried going the cheap way and it just didn't work out, so I had to go with a big 3x5 non-slip mat that'll basically cover the whole bottom of this where people will be walking and standing. So that way they don't slip and fall, because no slipping is a win. So since this is water with electric heaters, you're gonna wanna make sure you have a GFCI 3-way that you can plug in right at the tank. That way, if something catastrophic happens while you're gone, it will kick on that GFCI and it'll cut the power immediately so nothing bad happens. Now with that, I've had it running for a couple days now and it is above 100 degrees now. So I'm gonna let it run until the morning and it'll keep its heat. And then after that, we will cut it and then remove the cover, which I haven't talked about yet. So that is a perfect segue into that. So I made a thermal cover for this tank since it's an odd size. What I did, since I am on a budget, I used a camping tarp and 2 cheap moving blankets that you can get at like Harbor Freight or Amazon, something like that. And what that does is it holds all of the heat from just condensating out of it. So it will hold its heat much, much better, because I tried it in my garage at home to make sure that this theory would work before Easter Sunday. So what I did is I didn't use a cover at home, and I could only get it up to like 90 degrees and it wouldn't go any further than that. With this cover, I'm able to get it to like 108 this morning before we shut it off for the day. And it's turned back on now. So that way by morning, it'll get back up to that. And it actually only lost about 9 degrees today in about 8 hours time frame with that cover on. So that's really good on heat loss. So let's do a little cost breakdown of this setup. Now the tank is gonna run you around $320. The heaters are about $60 a piece, and I have 2 to make sure that it heats much quicker since they're only made for 5-gallon buckets. Then I have a couple cinder blocks for steps. That's like $7-8 there. The 2-tier step stool on the outside was about $50. The tarp and moving blanket, you're looking at probably about $40 for that. A bunch of gaff tape to make sure it works, $20. All the water that you'll need. You'll also need a way to circulate the water and get the water out, and that's about a $100 pump that you can get at Home Depot or Amazon. Then you'll need a garden hose to get the water out, and that's probably about $40 as well. And then the most important piece, like I said earlier, is Rubber Ducky, the thermometer, and he's about $10. Now, I'm sure that I'm missing something, and I will add it in here and show you that as well. But that is a basic cost breakdown of this. Now, if you were to try and buy something from, let's say, portablebaptistry.com, nothing wrong with that. You're just gonna spend a lot more money in the long run. So this is my budget-friendly baptismal, and I hope that this helps you. Leave a comment down below what you're doing and if this helped. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks.